Mayor vs. Virus is a strategy simulation web game. It is a replayable model of government management system that illustrates the relationship between economic health, public trust, and virus containment during a pandemic. Now we are in a pandemic called COVID-19. It is an awful virus that has already killed almost 200,000 people worldwide. The number of infected people in US has almost reached 900,000. This is a disaster for all human beings. Everyone is in the battle without any preparations, and any government are facing with various kinds of dilemma which are pretty hard to treat off. My simulation reproduces these hard to decide situations. All events you can say are what happened recently worldwide. This project can be regarded as a way of visualization and gamification for archiving the COVID-19 related news around the world. I hope every player now or future could understand how hard the current situation is, learn lessons, and avoid bad decisions in the future. Now let's start our game. At the beginning, you will see a brief introduction to tell you the role and your responsibility. You have 5 days in total. In each day, you need to make decisions on 3 different events. Now you are in the day 1. An event is waiting for your decision. On the top are 3 variables whose value are affected by your choices. When you hover over each options, you can see the corresponding variable changing color, which means your decision will impact that value, but you will not know it will be increased or decreased until you choose it. For example, in the first day, you want to choose the first one. And you can see the public trust and the virus containment decreased. On the second event, you choose yes. And then on the third, you also choose yes. Then at the end of each day, you can read some newses. These newses will be a bit different based on the values of your previous choices, and you should also use this news as a reference to do your future decision. And then we are in the day 2. In the first, you think it is just a flu, no need to worry about. And then second, you want to, okay, don't worry. Then on the third, you think, no, it will violate citizens' privacy. You need to be careful because the virus containment is decreased below 50, so the color will become red. Then we are in day 3, you want to punish the rumor disseminator. And then on the second event, you don't want to tell the superior the truth. And then third, you think we don't need to worry about it. And then in day 4, shut down the school. No, you think it is not the time. And then on the second event, you think the mask is useless. And then the third event, you think we don't have such money. And then in day 5, the first event, you think you need to ask the infected people to go other hospitals, which are outside the city. Then on the second event, you think lockdown will hurt the economy. And then on the third event, shut down the industry. No, you think it will slow down the economy and make people lose their jobs. And then at the end, you will receive a final transcript. Now, because your total score is lower than 120, so you lose your position. Now let's see the second walkthrough. Here, I will only explain the different part. Now let's start. At the end of the first day, we can see some news. If you remember, it is different from the walkthrough 1. In walkthrough 1, we can see 3 news, but here we only see 2. Now let's continue. At the end, you can see the economic health is below 0, but you won the public trust and you control the virus very well. So congrats, your total score is higher than 120, so you keep the mayor position. But the virus still exist. Please continue working on this. From the project, I want to show my great respect to all health workers worldwide. Thank you for your dedication. You are the hero. And we are in one word. This is a time to be solidary instead of blaming each other. National cooperation is the only way to overcome this difficulty. Hope our normal life come back soon.